There is a family that doesn't live more than 60 years. Evidence of this is that when you ask them, the oldest in their kindred is 58. And everybody knows that in the next 2 years, maximum, that one will die. It is a pattern. This pattern translates to even the level of greatness. There are families that there is a limit to how far they can do exploit. There is a cap placed on them. Even if you strive so much to break protocols, this very pattern will come knocking at the door. Some of us, the architect of your problem is the husband that you married. Not because the person in question is an evil person, but there is a pattern, an unresolved pattern following their lineage. Touch your neighbor and say, Obodinan. Many people may not understand what is Obodinan. Many people will not understand what is Obodinan. Obodinan. I will play you a life case scenario of Obodinan. I will play you a practical life scenario of Obodinan. There is a reason why our ancestors says before you get married, please inquire concurrently to ensure that there is no pending evil, pestilence in the land. Because once you marry a woman, you are marrying the problem from her maternal home, the problem from her paternal home, the pestilence, the taboo, and you are transferring this all to yourself. The same thing happens to the woman. And that is why we uphold the concept of age-wese. Kaije tu abo, malumo obodo nwanyi na-ejekwa ịnụta nwaanyị mmadụ ọdịkwa. Ndị nwomela alụgbogbo, ndị beve ọ na-akwụ ụdọ. Are there people prone to untimely death? Are they prone to die during childbearing? Are they prone to suicide? Do you know there are things that are pattern? I've taught you people about pattern. Reoccurring pattern in every family. If you don't understand this thing, you will labor and labor and labor, nothing to show for. Not because you are not doing your best, but because you've not sorted this reoccurring pattern. There is a family that doesn't live more than 60 years. Evidence of this is that when you ask them, the oldest in their kindred is 58. And everybody knows that in the next 2 years, maximum, that one will die. It is a pattern. Now for those asking that I should communicate in English, the fact is this: I am staying as Idibia. I call the shots. I know the days I communicate strictly on Igbo language and the days I communicate in a versatile language to carry others along. Now what am I trying to say? There are patterns that we must look out for. It can be good, it can be bad. Sometimes it can even be ugly. There is a pattern. This pattern translates to even the level of greatness. There are families that there is a limit to how far they can do exploit. There is a cap placed on them. Even if you strive so much to break protocols, this very pattern will come knocking at the door. If you observe this pattern, that is why the ancient people are very, 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 very particular when it comes to intermarrying. Some of us, the architect of your problem is the husband that you married. Not because the person in question is an evil person, but there is a pattern, an unresolved pattern following their lineage. Some of us, it might be our wife. Unresolved pattern. And you are telling me that all things has passed away. It's a lie. It's a lie. Regardless of how much you labor, you are in Canada where things are happening. But the limitation cap has already been placed on you. You are very, very in terms of intelligence, your cognitive ability is very, very superb. You are in the America, in the land of opportunity, in the midst of opportunity, yet it seems to elude you all. Not because you are not learned, not because you are not skilled, but because there is a pattern that is unresolved. This pattern is not something you can pray out. You need to understand it first, because the greatest mistake we do is that we are not we are not very, very observative. You pay cognitive attention to observe the problem first. Was this happening in the days of my grandfather? Is it so in the days of my great-grandfather? Is it so in the days of my own father? That is to say, if care is not taken, it will translate in my own generation. When we are growing up, many people misunderstood it and gave it a label as generational curse. But would I really call it a curse? Maybe it's not a curse. Maybe it's a puzzle that you don't have the knowledge to overcome. Maybe it's a puzzle that you don't have the knowledge to overcome. For example, there are so many things that we think it is okay, but when you look at it with a very deep introspect, you begin to see that, oh, this is actually not simple. I give myself as an example. Sometimes you struggle so much ado about nothing. You strive and strive and strive, but at the end of the day, nothing tangible to show for it. That does not mean you are not hustling. It means that there is a program. There is a virus. You need to install a new malware. You need to install a new firewall to repair. When it comes to hustling, you are the king of hustling. But at the climax of your hustles, is nothing to show for. Much ado about nothing. And that is why I tell people, Onyo Gazili Wemba, when it's going well for you, you presume that others that is not going well for are lazy. They are not lazy. Maybe you are just privileged. Maybe you are just privileged that your forebearers has paid the price for you. Maybe you are just privileged that your forebearers have set the preset principles for you. Now the question becomes, have you observed this pattern? Remember where this statement started? That when you go for confession and you assume that once you confess that your sins are forgiven, I put it to you that your sins are not forgiven. When you atone for a sin, what you did is you sought for atonement, to be at one. Atonement, to be in tune with order of nature, with the cosmology, with balance, so that the chastisement of your deeds will not be transferred to your community. It may be transferred in the form of pestilence. It may be transferred in the form of plague. But now, we've understood that if we pay deeper attention, that these things that we neglected all this while may be a pattern that we ought to correct. For 22 years, nothing seemed to be working.